There are rumors in this industry that sound too cinematic to be real, whispers that drift through film sets, private airports, and the quiet corridors of Seoul's top studios. They say some stories don't just end when the director calls cut. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more touching K-drama stories and emotional news-style narratives. It began, quietly, with Moon Jae-young and Jerry Yen. It was supposed to be a casual international brand collaboration in early 2025, a luxury watch campaign that paired Taiwan's legendary heartthrob Jerry Yen, 47, with South Korea's elegant rising muse Moon Jae-young, 28. The shoot was set in Kyoto. What was meant to be a 2-day commercial turned into a 2-week creative retreat when rain delayed filming. Crew members whispered that during those nights, the two stars stayed late at the old Machiya house where the shoot was held, rehearsing lines, sharing tea, and talking about everything from fame to loneliness. He looked at her like time had stopped, a stylist later told a Seoul Insider magazine. Like he was watching someone he'd already met in another life. Fans saw it too, in the behind-the-scenes video later released. A single clip of Jerry adjusting the hairpin in Jae-young's hair went viral across TikTok. It wasn't scripted. It wasn't rehearsed. It was too real. When the ad finally aired, the chemistry was undeniable, tender, elegant, and heartbreakingly soft. But insiders claimed something continued after Kyoto: late-night calls, shared playlists, and the quiet appearance of the same bracelet on both their wrists. Was it love? Or was it the birth of something even more complex, a ripple in the universe that began to pull other stars into its orbit? Those who know Chang Wook and Moon Jae-young remember their fiery chemistry from True Beauty. They were once rumored to have grown close off-screen, and though both denied it, something about their glances at award shows said otherwise. When Woo found out that Moon Jae-young had been cast opposite Jerry Yen in the campaign, friends said he laughed for 5 seconds, and then went silent. "It's funny how timing works," a fellow idol said. He used to call her his mirror, because they were both chasing perfection. In a strange twist of fate, Woo was then cast in a new Pan-Asian film produced by none other than Jerry Yan's management team. Suddenly, Woo and Jerry found themselves face to face on set in Singapore, 2 generations of charm, 2 men unknowingly connected through the same woman. But rather than rivalry, what grew between them was mutual respect. Jerry reportedly told him, "You remind me of myself before I learned what it means to lose someone." And maybe, just maybe, Woo began to understand what that meant. While the new generation's hearts tangled in unspoken emotions, the veterans moved quietly in the background. Lee Min-ho and Hye Kyo, 2 names so powerful in Korean drama history that fans have dreamed of their pairing for over a decade, suddenly appeared in headlines again. The 2 were cast in Autumn Eclipse, a Netflix original drama produced by Jerry Yan's Taiwanese studio. Sources from the set in Jeju Island described it as electric. Hye Kyo, poised and calm, carried an elegance that drew Min-ho in like gravity. Between takes, the 2 often walked by the sea, speaking softly in mixed Korean and English. They looked like they'd known each other for years, one crew member shared. Like old lovers reunited after lifetimes apart. Insiders claimed the script's theme, 2 lovers meeting across parallel universes, began to mirror reality. When fans saw them at a private wrap dinner, eyes locked, glasses clinking, it was clear something had shifted. Hye Kyo once said in an interview, "Sometimes you meet someone who makes the world feel quiet again." Fans can't help but wonder if that person was Lee Min-ho. In another corner of the industry, 3 young stars carried their own storm. Wang, whose charm and smirk have conquered Asia since Meteor Garden, found himself drawn between 2 women who changed him: Shen, his first on-screen partner and longtime rumored muse, and Lu, the co-star who reignited his passion for acting. During the filming of Love You to the Moon and Back, an upcoming fantasy drama, Dylan reportedly struggled to balance old emotions and new beginnings. Shen visited the set once, quietly, just to drop off a gift to the director. But photos captured a moment between her and Dylan at the parking lot, a short hug, a smile that didn't quite reach the eyes. Later that month, Dylan was seen at Bailu's fan event, off-duty, cap pulled low, staying till the end. You could tell he was torn, an assistant producer shared. He carried two memories, one warm, one bright, and he couldn't choose which one felt more like home. Fans began calling it the love triangle of the year, though insiders whispered something deeper, that the director of Love You to the Moon and Back had based its entire story on Dylan's real emotions. And then, there's Chang Wook and Hyun, the duo fans still can't forget from Suspicious Partner. While other stars' stories leaked through paparazzi and fan rumors, their connection remained hidden, quiet, enduring. When Chang Wook returned from a film shoot in Switzerland earlier this year, he was asked who he missed most from his past projects. His answer was simple. Someone who always believed in me, even when I doubted myself. Hyun posted a photo the same night, of a snow globe from Switzerland. Coincidence? Or something more? In this industry, silence often speaks louder than words. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more touching K-drama stories and emotional news-style narratives. What makes all these stories more than coincidence is what happened next. Jerry Yan's company quietly began producing an experimental film, When Stars Fall in Love. The cast list, leaked in fragments, stunned the internet. Lee Min-ho and Hye Kyo. Chang Wook and Hyun. Dylan Wang, Shen and Bailu. Chaeun-woo and Moon Jae-young. And Jerry Yan himself, serving as both actor and creative director. The film, sources say, follows a world where actors from different countries share one soul, reborn through each era, finding each other again and again on new sets, under new names, under new skies. During filming, crew members described an eerie sense of déjà vu among the cast, as if they weren't acting at all, but remembering something. Moon Jae-young reportedly cried during a rehearsal with Jerry Yan, not from the script, but from a feeling she couldn't explain. Lee Min-ho told a close friend, "It didn't feel like fiction. It felt like we were living something already written." As I traced these fragments, flight logs, interviews, private sightings, a pattern began to emerge. Every one of these stars had crossed paths indirectly before this film, through brand events, mutual friends, even shared filming locations across Asia. It was as if some invisible thread had been weaving them toward this moment for years. And now, standing together in one project, they've become more than co-stars. They are symbols of a strange truth, that love, even among those who live under 1,000 spotlights, can still be fragile, faded, and real. I watched the trailer of When Stars Fall in Love last week, and it felt like watching the secret lives of our favorite actors unfold before us. Every glance, every pause, every tear looked unscripted. Were they acting? Or were they confessing? When the production wrapped, the cast gathered on a rooftop in Seoul. It was dawn, the city still quiet. Jerry Yan raised a toast, to stories that outlive us. Moon Jae-young leaned her head on his shoulder. Chaeun-woo smiled faintly from across the table. Lee Min-ho and Hye Kyo watched the sunrise, saying nothing. Dylan Wang stood between Bailu and Shen, the wind carrying a silence that said more than any headline ever could. Chang Wook looked toward Hyun, who whispered, "Maybe this was meant to be." And Lee Jun-ho and Yoona, who had joined the project late, watched them all, the new generation and the legends, realizing they'd just become part of something timeless. Love, after all, is not always public. Sometimes it hides in scripts, in camera angles, in the silence between takes. When I left the set that morning, I understood something simple yet profound. They weren't just stars playing lovers. They were souls remembering love again. The project has yet to be officially announced, but quiet confirmations have begun surfacing. Some call it fiction. Others, prophecy. Whatever it is, one thing is certain, when stars fall in love, the world stops to watch. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more touching K-drama stories and emotional news-style narratives.